There's nobody in here. I don't get it. Does nobody want epic loots? Where the fuck is everybody? Am I just gonna have to run around and collect things? Too many people are hungover. Yeah, that could be it. Steam numbers of this game have dropped considerably, sadly. No. Look at this. Now it's New Year's, so like obviously not that many people are playing. The truth is that New World's actually doing a lot better now. Yeah. It's like unironically stabilized. I was looking at this the other day. It's not copium, it's a graph. I'm looking at a graph, bro. I'm about to just leave this area. Yeah, fuck this. Nobody wants to play with me. Oh, suck a dick. Don't even think about it. No, Sag, no one wants to play with me? Yeah, I know, dude, I know. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna get to work today. We gotta do a lot of work today. You know what's gonna be around? It's got no sub fee and it's basically Diablo in third person. You mean like MMO Diablo? Diablo's also in third person, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, they added new music. Listen. I think it's actually good. Like, yeah. I'm impressed. Was this recorded by the Amazon workers on the shipping line? No, because if it was, you'd hear people pissing in the bottles in the background. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's go, I gotta get some work done today. Oh wow, look at that. Wait, is the church being rebuilt? Wait, what the fuck? Are they rebuilding the church or something? Oh my god. Good track though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually lit. I love it, man. I think it's great. The only thing they need to add is they need to have like more social element to the game, you know? Like, yeah, more social elements of the game. Because right now there's not really a lot of reasons for people to to do anything else other than just kind of like just chill. Olympus used to have an ERP company. Yeah, but you can't really have an ERP is never going to be that big in New World, right? Because like it's just a bunch of like men playing the game. Like the thing is, like for a game to have a healthy ERP community, there has to be like an expectation that it's possible for you to interact with a female in the game. But in New World, you don't have that, so it just doesn't. It's just not a thing. Oh, my sound's fucked up. Give me a second. Let me change this. I didn't even notice it was fucked up. I have to restart my sound program every once in a while. This should fix it. No women play New World, Space of Silence. Yeah, I mean, of course. It's just a male space, man. No women on the frontier. There were some, but not a whole lot. It's my understanding. You're right. Did you get the toy rabbit? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some new stuff today, actually. I've been using my new gun. Y'all see my new gun? Just in case anybody missed it, I have the best gun in the game. I just, you know, I did get this. It's nice. I mean, it's a nice thing. It's just, it's good that I have that. Watch. That's with no dexterity. 0 dexterity, I'm still hitting for 2000s. Absolutely unreal. Unbelievable. Indescribable. Unstoppable. Thing's awesome, yeah, I know. That's how it's done right there. You see that? Call my Chris Kyle. 1 shot, 1 kill. It's a CSGO op. I think that like the ceiling for this gun, the crit ceiling for this gun is probably like 5K. Like all stats, perfected, headshot, empowered, everything. It's probably like 5K. So you could like almost one-shot somebody with that. Would you be playing Final Fantasy 14 right now if you weren't saving it for mainstream? I mean, I don't really want to get into that. I think there's like people that, it's weird because... Should I kill it or not? Just kidding. I was gonna kill it anyway, even if people said not to. Anyway, people that they do these, purity tests where they're like, he's not a real Final Fantasy player, he doesn't really like the game. I don't know, I mean, I don't know what to say. You know, it's just, like, I don't want to, I never put myself in a position where I have to, like, earn people's approval. Aside from streaming, of course. But other than that, I don't like putting myself in a position where I have to earn people's approval. So it's like, if people think that I don't really like the game or whatever, I'm like, good. But that's fine. You know, I don't want to have somebody who's trying to put their, you know, their baggage on me. Didn't raid Nax in 2006. You never played vanilla? Oh, I did raid Nax in 2006. I zoned into the instance. Yeah, I zoned into the instance and I accidentally aggroed an abomination and it one-shot me. Never went back there, bro. That place was scary. I couldn't even kill the cat. Mr. Bigglesworth. Dude, you're overanalyzing a question? No, I'm not. Because people, I've got a lot of people, like, I'll read, like, you know what I do, right? Because I'm a narcissist, is I'll Google myself. And I'll see conversations that people have about me and things that they say. And there is a very popular way of thinking that basically says that I am playing Final Fantasy XIV because I want to steal all of the weebs' money. I want to get all of their neat bucks. I want to get all of their good boy points, and I want it for myself. And yeah, no, it's very common. I've seen this a lot. And like, because whenever I will play Final Fantasy XIV and I'll do something, they'll be like, wow, I knew he really loved the game. He's playing it. And then whenever I'm not playing the game, they're like, wow, I knew he didn't love the game. He's not playing it. It was all a facade. So, yeah, I mean, it is very common for me to read that and hear that and stuff. And so, like, that's why I responded the way I did. It's not just out of pocket. It's something that I've read a lot. I feel like those are two different people. I feel like they think they are too, but it's actually the same person. Yeah, it's just weirdos, man. Okay. Yikers? Ooh, don't say that. You get banned on Twitch. Even Yoshi P said he wants people to play other games sometimes. Well, yeah, because like the thing is that you as a game developer, you want people to play other games. Here's why. Is because like if you have people like WoW has people like this a lot, is that people that only play WoW. That's all they do. That's all there is to it. They will only play World of Warcraft. And that puts so much pressure on the developer to constantly have content for a person like that. Because think about how much effort and how much time it takes to make somebody like that happy. You know what I mean? Like, think about how much you have to do to keep somebody who wants to play your game 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, happy. You can just never do it. And it's a big issue, man. Any thoughts on Square Enix and their NFT statement? I didn't really see it. In my opinion, I think that a lot of basically, so there's a lot of people that have like NFT is like a buzzword, right? It's like this word that you hear it and you have like all of these preconceived notions for, etc. I think a lot of people don't really understand a lot of like what copyright is and about like how if you own an NFT, you don't really own the NFT. You don't own the copyright for it. You just own that NFT and it can be taken away from you. And this is the same way, like a good history for this is that, what do you call it? Oh, fuck. The NBA was selling NFTs, and you don't really own the thing. You just basically own the receipt. That's about it. So own the code and hope the person that made it doesn't give it to anyone else. Well, what I'm saying is like, there's just no value in that, in my opinion. And on top of that, the entire idea, like this is going to become kind of like an Asmongold soapbox a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and just talk about it. Digital scarcity is stupid? Well, because it's not real. That's why it's stupid. Is that basically, here's how I see it, is that NFTs do not, in the current form, do not benefit the player. They benefit the developer. And do you know how I know they benefit the developer? Because the developers are making them. In the ancient Roman Senate, they had a phrase whenever anything was being proposed, which would be translated loosely into, who stands to gain? Why would the developer, why would they do something that would cede power away from themselves whenever they don't have to? I think that the reason why people want NFTs and cryptocurrency is because they want to be free from some sort of global system that controls them. Not necessarily like globalism, but just an overarching system that doesn't give them autonomy over what they own. And NFTs and video games do not do that. They just don't. So that's how I see it. That's what my opinion is. I have relatively no confidence in this. I think that any developer that's trying to promote NFTs in video games is just trying to piggyback onto the NFT fad and capture dollars from foolishly optimistic crypto bros. And naive, foolishly optimistic crypto bros. Because everybody's going to want to buy these things. Because the people, like, NFTs are fundamentally based around FOMO, I think. Because, like, the biggest, and, like, one of the biggest reasons why, like, this is, it's you're selling a fantasy. And selling a fantasy is actually more valuable to people than selling a reality, because a fantasy can always be more interesting. So what people are selling with NFTs is the true American dream. The true American dream is not to work hard and get rich. The true American dream nowadays is just to get rich. And who doesn't want to be the person who invested into Coca-Cola whenever they first came out? Or who doesn't want to be the person that invested in Amazon whenever they were still selling books? Who didn't want to be the person who, in the year 2000 invested in Google, or invested in Facebook whenever it was still just in Harvard, or something like that? Because though all of those people are going to be, massively wealthy now, and you extrapolate that to what's going on with cryptocurrency. You have a lot of people that, because you always hear about the person who invested in Bitcoin in 2012, never thought about it again until last year, and now they're, worth $50 million or something like that. So there's everybody that wants to be that person who's investing in the thing that will have value. Everybody wants to have that thing. I've never seen this one before. Everybody wants to invest into this thing, buy the dip. Yeah, everybody is looking, and this is very common in America. It's probably common everywhere in the world, but I live in America, so I know this, that people want to be able to become wealthy through something that is a perception of their intelligence, or is a manifestation of their intelligence. I'm smart, and because I'm smart, I'm going to make this decision and make a lot of money. Because not only are you rich, but because you're rich because you're smart, the implication is that you deserved it. And this is, everyone wants insider trading. Yes, everybody wants insider trading, but nobody wants to get caught for it. So I spend a lot of time thinking about these things, because what I used to do all day, every day, is I used to scam people out of money. I used to scam people out of money, things in video games, their own stuff in real life. all I used to do was scam people. Like, this is what I would wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, and I would be like, I cannot wait for today because I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. This is all I would do, right? I was a huge scam artist, and now I'm the biggest scam artist because people are still subbed to my main channel and haven't streamed for months. But anyway, so this is just something that I've done for years, and in the process of that, like, my dad is my dad taught me a lot of this stuff, and I taught myself a lot of it on my own too. And it's about how to sell anything, how to sell something to people, how to get people to agree with you, how to get people to buy in. You don't want people to sell out, you want them to buy in. And I've spent so long doing this, I've spent so long thinking about this, etc. And this is what I've learned over these years, is you know, finding these different impulses that people have and then learning how to take advantage of them. Because the more that you understand how a person's brain works, the more you can understand how to take advantage of it. And a lot of people don't see these things, and they don't understand them because they're not thinking like I do, and that's probably a good thing. But there is a place for people like me, I guess, but it's usually not the most moral position to have. You kind of become the embodiment of you can't bullshit a bullshitter. I don't know. I mean, like, everybody gets bullshitted sometimes. Like, everybody. The thing is that a stupid person thinks they can't get fooled. A smart person knows they can. Because a person who's stupid will actually double down on something even whenever they know it's a scam, because they don't want to admit to themselves that they were taken advantage of. It's cognitive dissonance. Now, are we talking NFTs again? Well, it's because Square Enix made a big post about it. So yeah, I was talking about it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's not cognitive dissonance. Phone definition. I don't know. Is it or not? I mean, I think that you can add a definition to it, whatever you want. But either way, it's not really about intelligence. It's about having too much pride. No, it is about intelligence. It's about having pride in your intelligence. So basically, there's a lot of people that are insecure about how smart they are. And I think that, I mean, do you want me to really, really get into this? That's why trivia shows are so successful. Is because trivia shows give people that outlet to think, oh, I could do better than that person. Oh, because they put themselves, it's parasocial. Like, it is unironically parasocial. It's why Schooled was so successful too. Again, the more that you understand the way people's brain works, the more that you can take advantage of it, and the more that you can also prevent yourself from being taken advantage of at the same time. And guys, yeah, I don't know why people are bringing up politics. This has nothing to do with politics. This is just this is a real, we're talking real shit here, guys. Like, I don't want to hear like this 12-year-old shit. Hassan's not live? Actually, he is. I was watching a stream earlier. He's live. Yeah, he's fine. They're probably banned in his stream, and so now I come over here. We'll take advantage of others and don't care are sociopaths, though. Well, people that break into cars are thieves, and thieves are bad. Does that mean you're not going to lock your car? Just because something bad exists, and it is bad, and you've acknowledged that it's bad, it doesn't mean that it's going to go away. Disappointing thing about the entire NFT fad is it's not actually supporting the art at all. All popular NFTs are some auto-generated baseball card collections drawn by 5-year-olds. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to get into the whole thing. All I'm saying is, like, this is what the psychology for it is. This is what my perspective of the psychology for it is. I mean, I'm sure other people have other positions on it, but this is what I think. People act like they care about art now. They care about money. One thing I need to know about a person's character is how they react with animals. They can be fake with people, but not with a dog or a cat, so it's a big tell. I don't really think so, personally. There are a lot of huge cultural differences between how people treat animals. And it's like the way, I remember I had a teacher one time, and she was from like India, and she didn't really understand how emotionally attached people in America got to like animals, because over there it was like, yeah, we like the animal, but it's just a dog, right? It's just a cat. And I don't know if that's necessarily the best tell in general. Okay. Go around over here. I didn't know dogs live indoors until I moved away from Montana. I mean, look, bro, like, that's all I'm saying is, like, the way people treat animals is, like, just, it's very culturally based. And the way Americans treat animals is, much more, empathetic than a lot of other countries. It's weird when people care about dogs and cats more. I can't watch a dog die in a movie, but the most horrific stuff happens to humans. Well, it makes sense though that people would think that, because like a dog doesn't really know what's happening to it, right? I mean, like, you have a person that gets shot or something like that, and you know, to some degree they might deserve it or something like that, but it's like a dog doesn't really know what's happening. The hat's very immersive, thank you. I got it on Christmas. Yeah, if you logged in on Christmas, they gave you this hat. It's beautiful. Confining dogs to small apartments is not empathetic. I agree with that too. I'm not doing that, but you know, they don't, it's just, again, it's a cultural thing. Like, people just don't see it the same way that you do. My opinion is I agree with you. I think it's also weird, but it seems like we are the minority. You don't think NFT is the future for online card games and gacha games? No, I don't think so at all. The reason why I don't think it's the future for those kind of games is because the copyright and everything and the ownership, the ultimate ownership of those products still lies in the hands of the developer. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's an NFT or not. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just a buzzword, man. People say they're a daddy or a mommy to a dog or cat. It's strange to me. I don't really think about it a lot. But yeah.
Hey, fuck you, faggot. You little bitch. I was gonna go with her. You look like a rat. You're a dumb rat. Piece of shit. Fuck you, dumb rat. You like a fucking wannabe cherub. Like. Fucking ugly rat. You're a rat, baby. You like a fella.
All right. What did he think was gonna happen? What did he think was gonna happen? Like, what did he think I'm gonna get on a voice chat and start fighting with him? The guy sound like a grown-ass man? Listen, he's drunk on New Year's, and he's probably banned in the main channel, and he came on to, you know, to let people know what he thinks. He's just an idiot, who cares? That was his, yeah, his resolution is he's gonna be a real man this year. His only escape was New World, now he's been granted freedom. Yeah, well now he needs to get a new world. There you go, buddy. And also, like, one of the really funny things about this was that, so he, what do you call it? He flagged up for PvP. Like, he straight up wanted to throw hands over this. Like, whatever it was, like, he was ready to go to war. What's this? What do you want? Thanks. This is a free 10 gold, I'll take it. Dude, I never see any presents out in the world, man. I mean, it probably got his account banned forever. I mean, like... Gotcha, bitch. Like, they can just look at my VOD. I mean, they know it's my account, I'm sure, and so... Like, I'm assuming that... It's hard to really know, like, what type of, So, like, if I was making the customer service system for this game, what I would do is I would make it to where anytime a player gets reported, it records the voice chat of that player's account for the 10 minutes, a 10-minute window inside of the report that they got. And like, cause like recording everybody's voice chat all the time, you know, forever probably doesn't work. That's a lot of data. It's like shadow play. Yeah. Like, well, the report itself is like a shadow play recording. Yeah. They require constant recording to have backlog. I feel like they probably do have backlog on constant for their recording. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like a lot of places, like, they do have like temporary recording, where like it's recorded and then it's just removed. So like, for example, it records like the past 5 days, and then after that it doesn't record anymore. And dump every 30 days. Yeah, exactly, which is ironically what Shadowplay also does. Like surveillance cameras, exactly. So it's like, I don't know like how realistic that is to do, but that's what I would do. Are they legally allowed to record you without asking for your permission? Do you really think in the fucking Bible length, page long, 500 page long EULA that you didn't read and you clicked yes, I accept on, that's not covered? Yeah, you definitely gave them permission, man. Okay. Amazon comprises 1/3 of the internet. That definitely means they means to record a lot. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think it's like really that much data. I mean, especially if you compare like the size of probably the entire game file and everything, it's probably way more. You and anyone else find interest in really reading the TOS? I read the TOS in games that I want to exploit in and like cheat in because I want to know exactly where the rules are. But other than that, there's no real reason for me to read them. Is this a new Dark Souls DLC? Yeah, it is. They finally just added guns into the game, man. The fact that Sekiro has no DLC is depressing. Yeah, I mean they added in like that boss rush thing, but that's it. I feel like they actually had a pretty good window to do DLC, and it just didn't really happen. It's unfortunate indeed. Will you be ditching New World for Ashes of Creation whenever it comes out? Luckily enough, I'm enough of a loser to just play both of them. So don't worry. There's one right there. Yay or nay on Lost Ark? I mean, I'm excited for Lost Ark for sure. I think there's going to be a lot of New World people that move over to play Lost Ark because they're playing Amazon games already. So it's like, okay, well, the developer made the new game. That's what they're going to feel like, and then they're going to play Lost Ark. But I think that Lost Ark probably is going to have a... it's gonna probably have a bigger community than New World will. Like New World, I think is the thing is. So you think of like, oh shit. Wow. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's loot as many of these as we can. Disappointed you didn't stream last night? A true need stays in on streams New Year's? Why did I not stream yesterday? I don't remember. Yeah, well, I mean, in the evening. I think I was probably just kind of like sad. So I just kind of wanted to be on my own. Nice try, stupid. there's one more. Nice. Not to be sad. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it, honestly. It's not really a lot to even say, to be honest with you. Let's go over here and get the rest of these, and we'll be good to go. You don't sound sick today? Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit better. But yeah, I'm still not feeling super great. Like, I still, you know, I try to exercise every day. You know, I walked like a mile or so, mile and a half today, before I started to stream. But that's about it. Weird question. Did you just fake a cough? Yeah, I did. It was fake. I'm surprised you actually noticed that. Most people don't catch on that it was fake. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm feeling a little bit better for sure, but it's gonna take a while for me to actually be at like 100%. I feel. Because I clearly had an infection. Let's talk more about getting an exercise. I don't know if I'm ever gonna really like... I think that, like, I told myself if I get up to like 145 to 150 pounds, I'm gonna start exercising intensely until I lose the weight. And it's not that being 150 pounds or 160 is bad for me at all, right? But it's about the trajectory, and it's about just consistently gaining weight until it is an issue. I'd rather be able to just kind of head it off immediately. Put on muscle easily though, which weighs more? I don't know. I don't really eat a lot. I'm not much of a big eater or anything like that. I'm actually a very light eater in general. Weight's more relevant to your consumption of calories. Exercise helps a lot with weight. Yeah. Makes sense, but as long as your diet isn't bad, you should be okay. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm not, you know, I'm not going to get fat or something like that. But yeah, I'm like 140 pounds now. Somewhere around there. And also, like, I can eat more food now. Because I have more teeth. Like, I had so little teeth for so many years that I literally just couldn't even eat most foods. I couldn't eat beef jerky, I couldn't eat candy, I couldn't eat steak, I couldn't eat a lot of food. And I used to weigh 108 pounds. Should brush your teeth more often? I should have. I mean, the thing is, like, it's a confluence of things, right? Everybody on my mom's side of the family, like, has bad teeth. So, like, there is genetics in play. Then on top of that, I have a very bad diet. I never used to brush my teeth whenever I was a kid. So it's like basically every single thing that you're not supposed to do, or that's bad for, like, your teeth, I have like every single one. You know, like I breathe through my mouth too. See a nutritionist if you haven't already. 40% of Americans have some vitamin deficiency. You see, like, I'm afraid to go to the doctor because, so this happened to me, we're gonna help this kid. Oh, I tried. Bro, he wants him, man. He fucking wants him. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so, what was I really trying to say? With the nutritionist? Yeah, I don't want to do any, like, medical testing. So, like, a few years ago, I had a blood test. And I had such a bad reaction to the blood test. I guess I'd just say what happened, right? Is, I started having a panic attack, and they had to lay me down on the floor, and then I started shivering and just, like, freaking out, and they put me in a room with a blanket on for, like, a half hour for me to just calm down, afterwards. Like, I just totally fucking freaked out, and, like, ever since then, I've been too paranoid to go to the doctor or do anything, really. And like it was pathetic, right, that happened. Like, I was really embarrassed about it, but you know, I guess it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Let's go up here. I have to get a few more of these too. That one. Actually, I'm a little bit over halfway done. But it's weird because, like, I used to not have any trouble with it at all. It was just something about it just, like, really set me off, and, like, after that I can't even really watch it happen. Like, I can't watch, like, a needle on TV without, like, getting dizzy. I'm not getting dizzy, but just, like, feeling really, like, physically uncomfortable. And I can't let's see, what are some of the other stuff? I can't even really think about it without getting anxiety. Oh, nice. There's two of them over here. But yeah, I just, even like now thinking about it's making me like physically uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just really weird. It really caught me off guard whenever it happened too. Any advice for someone who wants to be good at reacting? Like, I don't know, like, it's kind of hard to say. I think that, like, just add insight that's good, you know, like, think of things that you're gonna say, pause to say the things, you know, don't talk, try not to talk over the videos, you know, that's stuff that I try and do. Yeah, think about what you're talking about. And like, don't really watch stuff. Like my thing is like, I don't really watch a lot of React stuff that I don't have more to say about the video than the length of the video. You know, like I want to talk about this topic a lot. And that's why I'm watching a video about it. But yeah, React content is going to become, it's going to become more and more popular. I've seen it happen over the years, and I think it will just become more and more the case. I think the reason why React content is so popular is that there is so much content that exists out in the world and on the internet. There's like a, what do you call it? God damn, fucking music, man. Low effort, high reward. I've said this before, and I don't really know why. I think that there's been a... Jesus, man. Chill. God, I wish I could turn off the combat music. Wow, it is so annoying. Content be popular, companies with DMCA hard? No, because there'll always be people that will want you to react to their content. So, you want to know what the original React content was? America's funniest home videos. Like, React content is older than the internet. It's just that now we have a different word for it. Like, it's extremely popular, and it will only become more and more popular. Whose line is it anyway? Well, that was more improv, wasn't it? Never watched it personally. Have you lost the Final Fantasy hype? Yeah, I hate the game now. I uninstalled it last night. What do you think about Betty White? I mean, never really watched a lot of the Golden Girls or anything like that, but I think it's always cool to have somebody like that, you know, somebody who's just like super fucking old and, you know, they've seen a bunch of shit. I mean, she was an adult whenever World War II happened, you know? It's nuts to think of, man, it really is. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was it's definitely a loss. Remember her from Grandma's Boy? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Reacting content's not low effort at all. Well, that's like more, you're talking about like editing. And the Square Enix president about NFTs in a metaverse. Yeah, I guess I can maybe read that after I finish all this stuff before I do Dark Souls. Because I know some people will want to hear my opinion on that stuff. Maybe react to that for a video. To me, the metaverse is scary as fuck. The metaverse is like, let me think of a good example of what the metaverse is. Second Life? No, no. Like what the implications of it are. It's like you have all of these companies and everybody telling you that metaverse is going to be this really big thing. And I think that the companies just want it to be. They want it to be this really big thing because it gives them a more holistic amount of control over the consumer. It gives them more control over a person's autonomy and their life. So it's like, yeah, cloud gaming, that's another good example, yeah. It's like all these companies want cloud gaming to happen. They want to have, you know, all these different buzzwords that they've invented happen, but the community and the people just won't have it. It's the same with like microtransactions, etc. Right? Like, it doesn't really matter how many times they try to sell you on microtransactions or tell you that they're necessary or anything like that. The consumers still don't like it. It doesn't really matter what they do. And I think the metaverse is kind of the same thing, where this is something that's being pushed top down. The metaverse is not responding to a need. It's not trying to accommodate a group of people who are unsatisfied. It is just trying to further solidify the stranglehold the company has over a person's autonomy and personal life. And that's why I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Personally, I really don't think so. People don't like microtransactions, but they still buy it because of sunk cost fallacy and FOMO. Some people do, yeah. The thing is also, like, oh, here's a great example of it. What was the Google social network that they tried to make back in like 2012? Google Spaces or something like that? Google Plus, yeah, there you go, Google Plus. And it never happened. Google told everybody that they needed to have this, and this is the new future. This is what you need. But the problem is that the companies don't decide what the people want. The people decide what the people want. And there are a lot of companies that that forget that, and they think that they can influence what people want. And to some degree they can, but you can't influence it beyond not creating a value. And this has been really the biggest weakness that that a lot of companies now are running into, is they try to create products that don't create value, and then whenever the product doesn't create value, well, then the consumer sees no value in it and they don't buy it. Yeah, Google Stadia, like, think about that. It's just not, it's not there. I'm not convinced that the concept of metaverse is coming from corporate entities. It just looks that way because they recently jumped in on it. What the fuck? Is that what I think it was? Where are they? I don't see him anywhere. Maybe it's over here, I don't know. I'll check over here, then I want to move on if I can't find it. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Oh well. We'll just keep farming. Another one got away. But yeah, anyway, the metaverse stuff. So I think again, it's a lot of it is, it's top down from the. What is this sound? There's no way it's him, is it? Maybe it was the, maybe it's the Yeti. Yeah, I think it's probably the Yeti, bro. Alright, let's go. You like New World? Yeah, I do. I do like the game a lot. I also hate it, but I like it too. It's about 50-50. So yeah, yeah, I love to hate it, and I hate that I like it. I think that's a good way to say it. Definitely. Oh my god, who is it? Well, why is it playing the music? I didn't even oh, there's one. I can't quite see it. Bro, these are the coolest thing. I wish they put more of these in the game. Can I get a visual on it? There it is. Dude, that's so badass. What's the biggest need in New World right now? Like, unironically, like, no memes, no jokes, real shit. What does the game need right now? It needs a better leveling experience. More different types of quests. A storyline to the game that's remotely compelling. Yeah, a good MSQ, yeah. Do that, and because like, yeah, a lot of people don't even make it to 60 though, like, so the end game isn't really as important. Like, the end game right now I think is bad, but with the mutations and everything they're gonna add next patch, it makes the end game passable enough to where it's not their biggest problem. You see what I'm saying? In no way, shape, or form am I saying it's good. I'm just saying it's not their biggest problem. Mounts will destroy the game. So like, this game has a lot of like artificial friction in it. Like, for example, and like one example of artificial friction is the fact that you can't you can't transfer your storages from different areas. Like, that adds, in my opinion, 0 to the game. Like, that adds literally nothing to the game. It doesn't make the game better at all. It's just a pointless frustration that helps no one. It's a negative, yeah, and like, because storage in the game, like leveling professions and everything, the most annoying thing about leveling professions is the inventory management that goes into it. Like, the inventory management that goes into leveling professions is just, it's over the top, man. People say mounts ruin the game are not bright. I don't think the game needs mounts, to be honest with you. I think what the game needs is, it would be really cool, like, for example, if they had, like, an Oregon Trail type caravan that would go from each different town. Like, it would go from, like, Monarch's Bluff to Everfall every 30 minutes or something like that. At, like, you know, every 30 minutes, and it would ride over there. And it would move, like, 3 times the speed of the player. And you could get on that if you were there. And that way it's like, because I don't think they should have flight paths either. But the problem is that, like, the entire game is built around this, like, this Azoth restriction. And, like, Azoth restrictions in general. Which, again, like, I don't think this adds any value to the player. I don't think this adds any positive to the player's experience. I think that Azoth restrictions are completely unnecessary. I think they exist for the sole purpose of being able to sell microtransactions for them in the future. And I don't think that they make the game better at all. It's an artificial handicap. It's an artificial grind that I don't know about you guys, but I don't like doing it. I don't want to have to wait to teleport. I just want to teleport. Period. Like, it will not ruin the game. It will not kill the game or anything like that. It'll be fine. Thanks to aptitude chest, Azoth is so easy to get now. Yeah, doesn't it give you like a ton of Azoth in every single aptitude chest? They're trying to get people to PvP in order to spend less Azoth? Yeah, but the thing is that you can just turn off PvP if you're trying to go from point A to point B. So it just doesn't really exist. Now, here's what I think they should do. I think they really need to look at why people play New World and what the value that they get out of New World is. And I think that one thing that I feel like the developers didn't really expect is that people love the gathering and they love the crafting element of the game. I don't think that they developed the game for it to be a crafting or gathering game, but they do. So why isn't there, like, what if you got to aptitude level 50 or something like that in lumberworking, and that unlocked a 2-man saw that allowed you and another person to cut down the Azoth tree over here in Brightwood. Is it Brightwood? Yeah, in Brightwood. And you would have to cut down the tree for 20 minutes, and you could only cut down the tree in PvP. You had to be PvP enabled to cut down this tree. And you had to bring an entire company in order to protect you. And basically, other people could come and try to fight you for it. And it's a world boss to cut down the tree, exactly. And also, like, whenever you're about to cut down, like, let's say it gets to 10% health, it summons a giant that looks like the Elder in Valheim. Let's say, like, a giant, a Treant, like Treebeard from Lord of the Rings. And you had to kill him. Or it could, yeah, a dragon, exactly, like a dragon whose wings are made out of leaves and whose, arms are wood or something like that, right? And if you're able to craft it and you cut down the tree, then you finally, you get a special kind of wood. And then you use the special kind of wood in order to make barding for your ship. And then you take your ship and you sail your ship out. And in order to make the ship, you need 10,000 lumber and 20,000, or 2,000 more realistically, ironwood planks. And so you craft all of these ironwood planks and you finally build yourself a ship. And it takes resource gathering from 100 people farming for like 5 days, right? And you take your ship and you take it right out to here. Let's say it's right out to here. And you sail out to here, and there's like sharks and, you know, like other different types of enemies. And out here in the very depths here, there's a narwhal. And this narwhal has like a horn. You have to kill the narwhal, or a whale, right? But let's say it's a narwhal. And you kill the narwhal, and after you kill the narwhal, what happens is you get a, and of course the narwhal is really hard to kill. You have to bring in like 40 people. It knocks people off the ship. It's really, really hard to do. So then you get the narwhal's horn, and then you use the narwhal's horn. And of course that's also a PvP only event. You use the narwhal's horn to, if you have a blacksmith or an engineer with aptitude level 50 or something like that, right? Just to be the same, they can craft that horn and melt it down or repurpose it into a special mining pick that would allow you to go into the back of Shattered Mountain and dig into the very heart of the corruption and fight a giant golem. And you would have to fight the golem in PvP, of course, and it would take, like, let's say 50 people, 100 people to kill it, because like as soon as you start mining, it's only going to be active, like the mining tunnel is only going to be active for let's say 2 hours. So if you can't kill it within the 2-hour window, it crashes, and also the mining pick can't be repaired. So if you lose the mining pick, then you have to go back out on the ship, and if you lose the ship, then you have to go cut down the tree. You see what I'm saying? It sounds good, but dial it back like 2 notches? No. You want people to have something that whenever they're doing it, they feel like they're doing something that matters, that they work towards, and that they earned. And you can't dial something back and then give people that same sense of success. It requires too much and only appeals to the top percentage. It doesn't, though, because it appeals to the top percentage, but the lower percentage can still take advantage of it as well, because they can start farming resources to help and to be part of it too. Like, it would be an entire group event. Like the AQ event? Yeah, kind of, but it would be on a personal or like a company level. Yeah, it's the middle group is what you really want to attach or, you know, attract. And that's the people that are semi-casual, but they want to aspire to that type of content. How about remove expertise caps in high-level dungeons? That's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I don't know if that would be a good idea or not. I have to think about it. But you see, like, kind of where I'm going with all of these ideas, right? Is like, you take things that the players already like, and then you make them more of a thing. Rather than try to, like, insert your own ideas and tell players, oh no, you actually like this instead. You look at what the players are already liking, and then you just build that. Like, you should be able to go out on a ship, because this is really what's going to happen, is that resources are going to become less valuable. And the reason why is that you're going to reach kind of an apex or a plateau of the people that are actually pursuing best in slot gear. Because the people that are pursuing it will either get it and then stop being, they will remove themselves from the market by achieving their goal. And also they could just remove themselves from the market because they get bored or they hit a plateau that they're comfortable with. So creating ships that can be destroyed and repaired gives you a motivation to keep farming, right? To keep working towards something. Should have to fight a pterodactyl. I think what they should do is they should try to go with shit. They should try to go with things that are in like American and Native American and maybe like South American, Central American folklore, right? Like that should be the starting point that they go with. And just start with that, build content around that, and then you know, everything will be fine. Kukulkan? I don't even know what the hell that is, actually. Why American? Well, it's fairly obvious that New World is based in, you know, a 1500s America or somewhere around there. It's just obvious that that's what they're trying to do. And so, you know, find things that fit that aesthetic. Yeah, Aztecs, Mayans, Incans, yeah, exactly. Conquistadors, yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's obvious. I mean, look at the shoreline of the intro cinematic, and then tell me that's not sailing to America. Read the names. Turn in your presence. I will whenever I get to the next area. Native Americans have an entity called the Thunderbird. So there was one time what do you call it? There's one time my friends and I, we were going around and just like shooting things with like our airsoft guns. And we drove down this one street and we saw this gigantic buzzard. I swear to God, like this is a real fucking story. Lowell and Tim were with me. And this gigantic buzzard was actually chasing after this kid on one of those Razor scooters. And the kid was pedaling away from this fucking, from this gigantic buzzard. And the buzzard could have legitimately picked the kid up. Like he was harassing the kid. And we went out and we shot the buzzard. And literally did nothing to the buzzard. Because the buzzard was gigantic. The buzzard flew over our car. And the wingspan of the buzzard was longer than the distance of the car. Like I could see it past the hood. And I turned around because Lowell was in the back seat. And I saw it in the back of the, what do you call it? In the back of the car too. And I told my mom about this. And she's like, you saw the Thunderbird? Because like she's really into that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what's the Thunderbird? And she was explaining it to me. And I'm like, I don't know about that. We just saw a really big fucking buzzard. But it's like, I remember I've got to get maybe Lowell one day. I'm sure Lowell or Tim will probably remember it. Get them to confirm the story. It was the biggest bird I've ever seen in my entire life, and there's nothing that I've even seen that's ever come close to it. Like the bird just sitting, because it was like on its 2 feet behind the kid, was the same height as the kid. The kid was like 6 years old. It was fucking insane, man. Why didn't you catch it? We didn't have a master ball. Yeah, it was the biggest bird I'd ever seen ever. So yeah, it's like things like the Thunderbird, etc. It'd be so cool to hear about. Yeah, I remember I came home and like we told everybody, and I told Alec, and he's like, "Oh great, another one of Zach's tall tales." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. We really, really did see a bird that was bigger than a car." He never believed me. Like Paul Bunyan? Yeah, giants. Well, the thing is, like, giants were part of, like, you know, American folklore and also Native American folklore too, and like Central American. There's some people that think that the, you know, like the houses that they have like built in, you know, into the walls in places in like Arizona, I think. There are some people that think that the reason why they were built into the walls was to avoid the giants that would be there, the Pueblos, yeah. And I don't know. It seems kind of crazy to me, but it's not really if it's real or not. It doesn't matter if it's real or not, because New World's not real. But what does matter is that the idea is there, and make content that's built around those ideas. Ancient alien shit? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Oh wow, I got 2 schematics. I wonder if those are worth anything. I'll look them up whenever I get in there. Okay. There's one more chest over here. I might as well loot it while I'm here. What's my goal in New World? Collect some of the resources that I still need. I wanted to level up my engineering today, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to level up my engineering tomorrow. So tomorrow I need everybody to get all of their resources together, because we're going to be working together. This is I think the second to last time I'll need to get free handouts for at least a while. Not ever, but just at least a while. You play New World off stream mostly? I do both. Crafting 2 million fishing rods. Look, dude, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, okay? Doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Okay. You running a specific route? Yeah, I always run this route. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just like, it's what I do, it's what works. So I can just do it and pretty much like AFK it. Okay, let's see if I can find... There's a lot of iron in this area. Hopefully I'll be able to get some here. I'd like to get my first aptitude level. Well, pilot, so you can talk with your audience. Yeah, that's why I like doing New World. New World's almost just like, it's almost like just chatting for me. Have you played Daughters of Ashmod before today? Nope. I downloaded it earlier today, and I'm gonna try it out. It'll be my first time. You think streaming will become even more popular? Yes. I think streaming will grow. Yeah, I'm gonna just loot this here. You get that there. Yeah, I think streaming will get a lot bigger. The ads will kill it. No, the reason why ads killed television is because you had YouTube content to watch instead. So television had a million ads and people just sat through every single one of them because there was no alternative. And that's what's going to happen with streaming, is that as more and more of the spaces become monetized, you don't really you don't really have the option to do that because you're just stuck watching it no matter what. You see what I'm saying? I haven't watched TV since 6 years. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you replace TV with TV. See, it's like, oh, I don't watch TV anymore. I watch this other thing that's just like TV. And that's what's going to happen even more, is that I do think companies will become more and more savvy, and they will get better at preventing you from being able to effectively ad block. And it will always be an arms race. It will always be the users find a new way to avoid ads, and now the what do you call it? And now the players or the oh wow, there's a lot of red trees here. I'll never watch ads. The thing is, like, you will though. You know what my opinion is? I actually think that ads are not the problem. I think the real problem is the fact that ads are not being delivered in a way that's good. And I'll give you an example of why I think that's the case. And I'll give you an example of music. How many of you guys back in the 2000s and 2010s, even early 2010s, you know, thought to yourself, I am never going to buy another CD in my life. I'm going to download every single thing, and I'm never going to give the music industry another dollar. And how many of you, of those people, now pay for Spotify? Or you pay for another music streaming service. I use Spotify free. You pay for the convenience? Yeah, exactly. So in my opinion, I think that the problem with ads is that the ads are delivered in a way that is not consumer friendly. So it's like, for example, watching Internet Historian create a in-video ad of something is a lot more entertaining than just watching a Twitch ad. And that's what I'm trying to get at. So I think that the problem with ads is that they're bad. Twitch sponsor segments? Yeah. YouTube offers premium so you don't ever see ads again. Yeah. And there's going to be more stuff like that. And overall, I do think that you'll get to a point where this is just what I think is going to happen, where the ads will just be pretty much unskippable unless you just do not, you just simply stop watching the content, period. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to make the ads like embedded on that level. Is that one? No. Twitch ads are so obnoxious now. YouTube mobile, unskippable 20-second ads. All I'm saying is that it's always going to be an arms race. Is that people will find a way to skip the ads, and then somebody else will find a way to, what do you call it? To force you to watch them. And then somebody will find a new way to skip them, and then somebody will find a new way to have to watch them. And this is just what's going to happen. Comparing ads are in live content to ads that are in prepared content. Ads will never work on Twitch until the content stops while the ads are playing. Yeah, that's only one part of what I'm talking about. Like, I agree with you. Like, you understand, like, one of the reasons why I don't have this channel partnered is so nobody gets ads on my channel, because I think they're annoying. Like, I run ads at the end of my stream because it's just free money, you know? Like, why would I not run ads? But I don't really spend a lot of time running ads in general, because I think that they're bad for the viewer experience. They're annoying, their volume is too much louder than the actual stream itself. It's just obnoxious. Ads during live stream is obnoxious. Yeah, but what's going to happen is that I think that you're going to have more people who will now... give me a second, let me start opening these boxes. Oh wow, I have a lot of boxes to open today. Okay guys, let's open all the boxes. So we're looking for premium tokens, okay? Premium tokens. Wow, what a stupid fucking game. Okay, alright, now I've got these. Let's go. Nope. Nope. Looking for perpy boys, okay? We are looking for perpy boys. If it's not purple, then it sucks dick. Come on. Alright, we got the big boxes left. Let's go. Number 1. Nope. 2. Ooh. Wow. Complete waste of time. Super cool. Okay, 580. It's actually pretty good. I don't think I'm ever going to use that, though, realistically. Okay. Let me just make sure I get these done, too. 2 more premiums. If you don't run ads manually, they'll run in the content. Yeah, I know, and that's what they'll do, is they'll pretty much make you run the ads manually. And, yeah, it's like people are just gonna have to, in my opinion, probably just get used to watching ads, or do what we used to always do, is like as soon as an ad would play, just get up and do something else while it's playing. You do with premium tokens? You buy stuff with them? Yeah. Not watching ads? Mute and tab out. Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, you're not going to be The thing is, like, even if you're muting and tabbing out, you still see the ad. You know what I mean? Like, you're still seeing it, you're still interacting with it, you still see what the ad is. Let me go turn this quest in.
Look at that, will you? My new best friend coming through with the elk antlers.
Wow.
And you hunted some of the pumas too. I'm impressed.
Wow, that's incredible. Some ads will pause if you mute them. Yeah, like I'm telling you, like, they're gonna make you watch ads. Like, you're always gonna find a way that you can try to resist it, and then they're gonna find a way to make it to where you can't resist it. And it's just gonna keep going on and on and on. Shit. I'll try and go back over to here. I feel like if you're using Twitch or YouTube many hours a week, it isn't realistic to pay $10 a month for premium or whatever you have the option for. Well, the thing is, like, it's the same as like porn and why people get mad about like OnlyFans, right? Is that it's really hard to take something that people are getting for free and then charge them money for it. And that's why people are defensive and they don't want to watch ads, is because, well, I'm not watching ads right now. Well, I'm not going to start watching ads. Fuck that, right? It's just that simple. Just people because they watch it for free with no ads at some point. Exactly, right? And it will become harder and harder to do that. It's the expectation has been created that it's for free. It's very hard to take something that people are getting for free and then charge the money for it unless it's extremely convenient, like what I said with Spotify. Do you think Twitch would lose money if everyone just subbed or bought Turbo? I have no idea. That's the truth. I really have no idea. One of the initial attractions to YouTube was adless videos. Yeah, that's going to be the initial attraction to a lot of things, and then whenever they get traction, then they're going to add in ads. That's just what happens. It's just the way it goes. It's unfortunate, but there it is. I just hate the super loud ads. Yeah, I do too. Router ad blocking is the Giga way to remove all ads from everything, and it's actually the person in the content doing it. As I said, man, like, they're just gonna keep getting better at preventing you from doing it, and then you're just gonna keep getting better at doing it, and then it's going to go on and forever, right? Like, that's all there is to it. Yeah, it's just get used to it. They're gonna find a way to stop you from doing that, and then you'll find a way to stop them from doing what they're trying to do to stop you from doing the first thing. It's a never-ending arms race. Yeah, exactly. But I do think that eventually people will just have to get used to watching ads. You'll always be around ads? I don't think so, man. I really think they're gonna get a lot better at it. How much more of these do I need to do? My mining is really close, but I don't think I want to farm out that much right now. I hate ads for stuff I already own or have seen. I hate ads for things that... I hate all kinds of ads. I don't like ads in general. All I'm saying is that there will always be a way, probably, to prevent ads if you're very computer savvy. But if you're not, it will become more and more difficult and more annoying to do. So it's like before where you could just, you know, download an ad blocker or something like that. Like what happens if Firefox decides to stop supporting, or Chrome decides to stop supporting ad blockers? Then you have to download them from a third party. And then what if the third party stops supporting them? I think that people really underestimate the power of like having a lot of money and putting that money to work. Which is kind of what I think is going to happen. Use Brave. Brave works great. Anything is... if it exists, you can control it. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how free you think it is or how much autonomy you think they have. You can always take the autonomy away. You can always do something to prevent people from being able to get through. Everyone has a price and they'll be bought out. Yeah, it's just... I don't know, man. Okay. Let's see. So there's nothing else really here that I had here. People used to screen record movies. Now Netflix, Disney Plus are programming that blacks out the screen whenever no software is running. Exactly. But I could record that. I could do that just fine. Because I'm just feeding my monitor feed into another computer. And so now you'd need a 2 PC setup to do that. It's an endless cycle. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no recording software running on this PC. Yeah, there's always... this will just continue going on and on and on and on. Bro, I cannot find a single good hatchet. I think I'm just gonna craft the engineering one. All of these are shitty. Like this one right here is pretty good, but it's 20,000 gold. And I'm not gonna spend 20,000 gold, man. That's a lot of fucking money. I just don't see any other winners here. I think this is the one I'm gonna craft. I want to make this one here. It's not that great, but it's better than what I have. 30 strength, enchanted. It's got keen berserk. It's okay, I guess. Let's see if I can get the Osmodium crafts and everything like that. I don't know if I want to do PvP right now. Who's this guy? 2K is cheap, but I just Everfall. Okay. $2K Pog, yeah. I mean, it's free money that I just get every day. Okay, so we take this stuff and then we log off. On my server, Asmo CD is 1200. Yeah, on mine it's 2.5 usually. Okay. And now I craft his other one. Would you agree in the last 100 years, currently is the least amount of ads for entertainment, radio and cable? There is no option to skip ads. Yeah, people have a lot of control over it now. I want to buy this house, by the way. I want to buy the big house right next to the auction house. I'm gonna put on the auction for 4K instead of 2. Because then I have to buy this stuff myself, and then the stuff itself has a resource cost. Yeah, that's why. Alright, yeah, I'll show you what it is, okay? So as runs with you, them 10K a spot. Bro, no, Ricky. So it's a $20,000 house. So the top guy is Shane, and then this is Amarath Simp's residence. Let's go into Amarath Simp's residence. So this is yeah, this is Amarath Simp's house. If you can believe it. And there she is. Wow. And there's a dog on a bed for some reason. And a bath. Oh, this is, yeah, I see. That's a really nice bed there. So I want to have the house that everybody sees, okay? So like this guy right here has a ton of stuff, right? He has all of this stuff. And I think that if we all come together and we all buy the resources and the stuff I need, it can be my house right here that everybody sees. It'll be our house. So, that's what I'm hoping to do. Yeah, it's our house. Let me see. I'll show you the best house that they have. I wanted to see what these furniture things are. I got this. How much is this worth? Oh, it's worth 1,000 gold. That's great. And then what was the other one I got? Let me see what it's called again. Antique circular curio chef. Okay. See if this is worth. I've never seen this before, so I bet it's worth a lot of money. Okay. All right. So anyway, yeah. We need to come together, and I need to have. So I'm gonna buy the house for $20,000. And that's basically what I have to do. So I buy the house for $20,000, and then we have to start getting together and decorating the house and making one house to rule them all. Because this one right here has 1.3K, and like you look at this guy's house, and there's so much stuff here. Look at this guy. He's got all those paintings. He's got everything here. This place is insane. Look at this. He's even got the new stuff right there too. Again, he's got Amarath on the same area. This is a different house though. Hoarder Villa. Yeah, it's like my house. He's got some of the he's got a cursed chest right there. He's got 2 cursed chests. And also 2 marble chests as well. Look at this place, man. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay. All that shit from duping? Yeah, maybe. It's a little cramped. Well, it has to be cramped in order for you to get enough points, you know? And that's the goal, is you want to get all the points. Okay, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back in like a few minutes, okay? Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to talk about the so I want to give you guys again like a little heads up of what's going to be going on. So yeah, tomorrow I think we're going to buy this house, and also we're going to level engineering up to 200. So if you guys have any engineering materials that you want to give me, tomorrow is going to be the day. Okay, what are you doing in my house? Oh, who's this guy? He's calling me out. He's a... Oh, God. Okay, so anyway, let's go back over here, get off my lawn, yeah. Alright, so I want to do one thing for a video, and then we're gonna play Dark Souls, okay?